Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Gurmiston, who lulu and teach word, and peace and salutation to all you sincere brothers who are teaching these words in sincere and truth with word. Shalom. As we see the time that we're in, at the time of the end of this word, as we know, the word that is ruled by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasian. Their time is up and their end is near, But before that, Mosiah said, what? It's going to bring what? Things that are written in the Bible to pass, Before he destroy Esau Edom system, When I say things, I mean prophets that are written in the Bible, So Mosiah is going to bring all that are written in the Bible to come to pass, everything that that it is written in the Bible, eventually is going to come to pass. That's what I may say, As I may say, I may read this book of 2nd Ezra 15:1, which reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophets." Prophets. That's what we need to speak, man. Prophecy means what? To say before. And the Spirit of the Lord is what? Is the Spirit, is a testimony of prophets, as it is written in the book of Revelation 19:10. Testimony is to testify of things that gonna happen before it happen, to speak of what? To confirm what may say, or to bring evidence on the open, So we as men of Mosiah, that's our duty, our job, to bring everything that are written into the open for you people, especially you Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, can hear, eventually maybe you may change your ways and what? Return to your power and worship him in truth and spirit. But if you continue in your disbelief, you reject this word that are coming out, it means you reject the Mosiah, and Mosiah is going to what? It's going to reject you at the end, when all hell break loose, where you found yourself uncomfortable, where you feel like everything is going out, against you. Mosiah is going to be, what? He's going to be laughing, I say, he that is in heaven is going to laugh, man, in your calamity, So I may read again, say this 2nd Ezra 15:1, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people." Who are the people of Mosiah? The Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America, But we are not only speaking to you, but we speak to these other nations as well, this nation of the world, the heathen, the Gentiles, the true heathen, Now we speak to you as well of what Mosiah said, Mosiah say is gonna bring his prophets to pass. One of them being what? The MOTB, mark of the beast, which is written in the book of Revelation 13:16 going down, that is going to come to pass under the rulership of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's gonna what? He's gonna make it what? By the Spirit empowered by the Heavenly Father, to be that's prophets to be exercised all over the world, man. All over the world, people gonna line up to take what? That technology that Esau is gonna push, which is RFID microchip. It's gonna come in the way of RFID microchip, and it is evidence right now. You can see everything the way it goes, the way they go, or the way it goes. We see the CBDC, they've been pushing it in the mainstream media right now, even more and more. We see this digital ID, they've been pushing as well. We see countries accepting the system that they've been pushing, this CBDC currents, you know, most of this nation, they either accept it already, or some of them, they are say they're looking into it, but all in all, this is just a war. It's a foundation, it's a stepping stone to the little thing that they want to introduce, which they already have the infrastructure for that, but what it matters is a time, man. It remains for a time, man. When Most give them go ahead, they're gonna do it, man. Because everything is in the control of Most Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Most control the heart of the kings and all these leaders, man. All their mind and their steps are in the hand of Most High, man. If I may lead it quick, this is the book of Proverbs 21:1. So nobody have his own will here on the earth, man. You all do the bidding of Most High in one way or another. Most High say choose life or death. So if you choose death, you're going to follow the way of wickedness. If you choose life, you're going to try to do to the best of your ability to live according to what Most High have ordained from the beginning, which is to follow righteousness. Righteousness is what? Is the beginning of, is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and life. So I'm going to read this book of Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Every way of man is light in his own eyes, but the Lord ponders the heart. So whatever you may do, if Mosiah want to change what you are thinking, he may change in a second, and he may put you in a different spirit to do something else, So that's what is going on this planet Earth, man. All these leaders that they go to these meetings, these G20s, this WEF, World Economic Forum. Those meetings that they go to, G20, G7, and also this secret meeting that they have, they may think they do it in their own will, but Mosiah is the one who will orchestrating their ways, who make their ways to follow what he wanted to do on this planet Earth, So the mark of the beast, as I mentioned, is going to be declared, or it's going to be implemented soon all over the world, and the people are going to be told to line up to take it. They're going to be willingly going to take it, because this man Esau, by the Spirit empowered by the Heavenly Father, is going to create a scenery that people are going to be willing to go to him for that help, man, which is food, like in the time of Egypt when it was famine, people, they go willingly to Pharaoh, man, to ask for what? For food, man, so they can feed their family, so that's gonna come back in this system again, that's why we see this big the people who are on top, they're buying lands, they take away from the second class people what they have, so they can have full control. So that's is to prepare, for when they implement that for the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So people are going to be willing to go and take it. So I may go back to the second Ezra, the book of 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophets. So one of the prophets that we are waiting for, one of the major prophets is what? Is that MOTB, Revelation 13:16 going down, which is going to come in the way, in the form of what? Alpha, the microchip, and also there's a after that it's going to be World War III, but in the midst of when they introduced that Would they implement that alpha-D microchip all over the world? In that time also is going to be the time of Jacob trouble, the time of great temptation, where every soul is going to be tempted, as I mentioned, because they're going to cut down the amount of food people can be able to get. You may go to the supermarket, there's going to be no food. There's only one place to get food, and that's going to be under the government control. And in order to get the access to that institution or that government or food, you need to have, they're going to tell you need to have the technology under your skin, so they can be able to know how much you have or how many people have it, or in terms of food, and then it's going to be Jacob trouble, World War III, all hell going to break loose. It's going to be diseases around here. All this has been prophesied. Messiah is going to bring on the earth. If you go to the next chapter, it say, I may start from, I may lead it here. Say, I may start from 5. It say, plague are sent unto you, and what is he that it may drive them away? May any man drive away an angry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn again the arrows that is shot of a strong archer? I may jump down and say, may start from 14 and say, behold, the plague are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as the arrow which shot of a mad archer returns to not backward, even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return. So all the prophets that Messiah prophesy in the Bible is going to come to pass in one time, man. The diseases, famine, as it's going to go down, say, man, and also nuclear destruction, So as they say, as goes on, say, woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrow and the beginning and of great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. So these are the things that Messiah said is going to bring. It's part of the prophets that are written in the Bible. Famine and great death. A lot of people are going to die left and right. The beginning of wars, and that's what we see right now. There's a beginning of war, Russia and Ukraine. USA, there's a rumor of war as well between the USA and the war. China, Taiwan and the China as well. There's a rumor of wars. In the Middle East, we see Iran and the Israeli. There's all war. This tension is going on the earth right now. There's sound of battle going on the earth. Soon it's gonna materialize, and it's gonna be war. All these nations are gonna be gathered together to fight that war, the war of Armageddon, the end of all war. So right now we see there's a rumor of war, and also there's ongoing wars. But eventually it's gonna come the World War III, which is being prophesied as it is being prophesied in the Bible. And the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evil. Evil means what? Bad time. You go to the supermarket, you find no food. You come you walk on the street, people are chasing you with a machete, with sword, with weapons, try to kill you. You see women being left in front of you. You see your children being snatched from your hand or before your eyes. Or you see your family member being shot to death by these armies that the Esau is gonna bring it on your street, man. The martial in the time of martial law, As it goes on, so what shall I do when this evil shall come? The only way to escape is to be closer to the Heavenly Father, and His beloved Son Yahushua Mashiach. Then that anything out of that is gonna be what? You're gonna be destroyed, man. You know, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and the anguish are sent as a scourge for amendment. But for all the things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You know, so they're gonna continue people to think, to behave as they've been behaving, man. You know, but at the end, Messiah say, "Oh, as it goes on, so behold, victory shall be good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be of a good cause, and even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For men of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." And what that sword? The nuclear missiles, man. You know, you may run away from all this oil that's gonna come on the earth. You know, or you may run from the bullets. You may run from the teeth of the wild beasts, these animals. Even your own pets try to hit you. You may run away from it. But at the end, man, you're not gonna run from the nuclear missile when they come down here. Even if you escape the nuclear missile, you're not gonna escape the fire that come from the Lord, man, Yahushua Mashiach, from the chariot of the Heavenly Father. The concentration fire. You're gonna be burned and destroyed. And those who are gonna go to war, the coming war, the World War III, they're all gonna die in the war. None of them gonna come back to their land. Where they come from. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Because they're gonna use this the weapon of mass destruction in these last days. The nuclear missile, especially in the land of America, is gonna be wasted. None going to be able to escape. Only the elect of the Messiah that are the only people who are going to be able to escape in that land. So America is going to be completely destroyed, man. The whole land is going to be wasted, by the amount of the nuclear missile going to touch down in that ground or in that land, So I'm going to go back and say, and it calls them to be written in a paper, for they are faithful and true. And that's what we see in the Bible. The prophets of old, they receive vision and they put them down. So we in this time, we can lead and understand and the work. Standing and we can understand and also stand and the work. Tell you of what is coming. As he say in the book of Joel, he said, blow you the trumpet, sound the alarm. So we are sounding the alarm. We are what? We are looking at the events that are going on the earth, and we filter the word of the Heavenly Father, and what? We understand the time and what? Warn you is all right, first and foremost, to understand the times as well, man. Because these times are not gonna be good. These are the evil times, and the evil is not gonna slack. It's gonna come. It's gonna come and destroy the large amount of people on this planet Earth. And not only that, but also when the Lord comes, it's gonna bring more destruction, as it says in the Bible. So our job is to warn you and to let you know of what is coming before it comes. As goes on, so fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So your unbeliefs is not going to stop the word of the Heavenly Father. The word of the Heavenly Father is going to come to pass, as it says. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So if you don't believe it, you're going to end up destroyed, man. So you're going to end up being destroyed. Behold, says the Lord, I will bring plague upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and the destruction. And that destruction is going to come by the way of of nuclear missiles, as I mentioned before. For wickedness has exceeding polluted the whole earth, and their artful works are fulfilled. The whole planet Earth is become what? Lawless right now. Nobody in this planet Earth fear Most High. That's why wickedness are spreading all over. No fear of the higher power, man. That's why everybody is doing the early one, like in the time of Noah, man. The time of Sodom as well, man. If you go back to lead the prophets, the word of the Heavenly Father, you know. I mean, in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, even more like now, and that's another thing you need to understand, because the people were wicked in the time of Noah and the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why Mosiah destroyed those words. The first word is destroyed by the way of water, and the second word is gonna destroy it by the way of fire, as they say. As in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, he rained fire on Sodom and Gomorrah, those 3 cities. This time he's gonna rain fire as well again, in the way of those nuclear missiles, and also in the way of concentration fire from the chariot of the Heavenly Father, to destroy the lands and the people that are gonna be in those lands, especially America, and different part of the cities in this planet world, man. So as it goes on, I say, for wickedness has exceeding polluted the whole earth, and their artful works are fulfilled. That's why we see people walking, women are shameless, men and men holding each other's hands, doing that what is unseemly, man. LGBTQ community, if you may understand, the spirit of this word is against what Mosiah say. Everything is done against what Mosiah have ordained from the beginning, man. As it goes on, so therefore says the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. And that's why Mosiah in these last days raises men, to speak for him. The prophet, to speak of what is going on this planet Earth. All this wickedness, we expose them, and we tell you the judgment, before it comes, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. The land of Egypt, the land of America, where a bulk of our people are, serving captivity. We've been not treated well in that land, and all over the world, but mainly in America. The blood of our people have been shed in the streets of America, to begin with the so-called Native America, to the tribe of Judah that was brought in as slaves, man. So Mosiah said, he's gonna remember all those blood of the innocent people, which we are the Israel, and he's gonna recompense them. So he's gonna come and destroy America and destroy this Edomite system, as he said, man. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. We physically we didn't go back to Egypt once we were out of Egypt. So this is speaking about the spiritual Egypt, which is America. As it goes on, it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plague as before, and they will destroy all the land thereof. So Mosiah is going to deliver us out of the land of Egypt, and he's going to destroy the land of America completely, man, with fire, as he say the Lord. That's the Lord. So with that, I'm end there. I'm saying Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Shabbat.